How to apply for this emergency disaster grant. First, you'll go to the SBA.gov website, which is right here, okay? And then you're gonna click Learn More. That's the front home page. Then the next step is there's another link here in the second page, and it says Economic Injury Disaster. You're gonna click that one, and then it's gonna populate a link. So if you click here, it's gonna take you to the disaster loan assistance application. So the first page of the application just goes over some eligibility questions. The first one is pretty easy. You just either click the first box or the second box. The first one just says that you're an employer that employs less than 500 employees, while the second box is if you're either a sole proprietor or without employees or with employees, or an independent contractor. So either just pick one or the other. And then you move down and you just gotta make sure you just click all of the boxes on the next section, because none of that will apply to you. And then you move on over to page 2, which is going to go over your business information. All right, so the next page is going to ask you some business information. It's pretty self-explanatory. You're just going to put your business legal name, whatever shows on your tax return. Remember, it's not your name, but your business name. If you are self-employed, I think you just put your name. If you're an independent contractor, you just put your name. But if you do have a business name, then put your business name that appears on your tax return. For the trade name, you can put your trade name or the business name. I don't think it really matters. And then also your EIN number, and then your corporation. This one, just mark no and put your gross revenue. You can put like an estimate, and also the cost of goods. Now, if you are only like a sublease provider, or you don't sell any glasses or contact lenses, you're just an independent contractor, you can put that as 0 for your cost of goods. And then your total gross revenue will be your gross receipts. All right, so moving along, I left all of this blank because it doesn't, apply to any of us. Of course, you want to put your business address. If you are an independent contractor and you don't have a business address, you can put your home address, I think, or the address that you use on your tax returns, and your phone number, and also your email. Now, if you do have a corporation, you want to make sure that you put the date the corporation or the business was established. So let's say, San Marino Optometry was established on January 20th, 2013. Make sure that matches the date that your incorporation was started as well too. There is a clause in this grant that you have to be in business prior to January 31st, 2020 for you to be eligible for this $10,000 grant. And then you put health service. The next step here is the business owner's information. The first question is your business owned by a business entity? That is a very confusing question. It just means, is there a business entity that owns your entity? No, the person that owns your entity is yourself, which is an individual owner, not a business owner, not a business entity. You're going to put no for that one. And then all the next step, you're just going to fill out all your individual owner information, which is very self-explanatory. And if there's another owner, like a husband or a wife, then you're going to add that right here. Okay. So this is the last page of the application, so make sure you don't mess this up. This is actually the most important page. Step 3 will ask for additional information, to see if you're a felony or being convicted of things, or a criminal. You're going to put no, hopefully. And then, did anyone assist you in completing this application? You're going to leave that blank, okay? So don't put anything there. And I will give SBA permission to discuss that with that person. You're going to leave that blank because that doesn't qualify. All right, so do not mess this up. This check mark has to be marked because it says you would like to be considered for an advance of up to $10,000. Okay, so I'm going to say that again. Make sure you mark that checkbox that says you would like to be considered for an advance of up to $10,000. If you forget to click it, you've already submitted your application and you didn't click it, I don't know what's going to happen. They're probably going to contact you. You just have to. Okay, guys. All right, guys. So this is going to be the last step, but also a very important step. So make sure you enter your bank account information, the routing number all correctly, because this is where they're going to send the $10,000 advance, which will not be required to pay back. So again, make sure you mark that checkbox along with all the correct information for your bank. And then read all of this fine print here and just make sure everything that you filled out prior was correct. Mark that box, and then you're going to hit next, and the next page is going to show you a summary of your entire application, and then you hit submit. Once you hit submit, you're going to get to this last page, which will say application submitted, and you're going to get a confirmation number, which I hid right here. They didn't send me an email right away at all. I didn't receive the email yet for the confirmation for my application, so I just took a screenshot of this application page so I can have that confirmation on file. I did call SBA.gov and spoke to somebody, and they said that someone's going to reach out to me in the next couple of days to get some qualifying information, just like tax returns, financial statements, and all of that stuff. So just be prepared to, wait for that phone call so you can get all your application submitted, all that document that they require, so you can be eligible and be able to receive this $10,000 grant.